Good morning, Pawleys Island peeps. Today is Monday, August 23rd, 2021, and it's time for your Pawleys Island sunrise and surf report with Dave Clayton and all of you, my friends. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Pat. "75 degrees right now. Starting to feel like fall. Little north wind right now. It's going to shift to the south about midday, but right now we've got a little north wind. Feels great out here. Almost no no-see-ums out here today. Almost. So high tide's at 9 o'clock. And low tide's gonna be about 3 o'clock. And it looks like we about have a full moon. Something that's kind of interesting to me is it feels like, and I know it's not possible, but it feels like there was just a full moon like a couple days ago. But it wasn't. It's just funny how significant the moon is when you come to the beach every day. Because there's a big difference in the tides. And so it kind of impacts my brain, I guess, to pay attention to the moon. It's really interesting, actually. Good morning, William. Things that I didn't pay as much attention to before we started coming out here, I pay a lot more attention to it. It's kind of interesting. So this is about where I think this is about where we were walking when I found the great white shark's tooth. And I just looked down. I wasn't looking for shark's teeth, and there it was. This is about where we were. We were walking from the south end all the way to the north end a couple Sundays ago. And there it was. Sandra Shaw was right beside me. And I looked down and I go, "Look at that!" And she was like, "Wow, that's crazy." I felt like we kind of discovered it together. But she was like, "It's yours, you saw it." But this is about where we were. Sunrise is 6:43. And sunset 7:53. Ocean temperature is right at 84 degrees again. Nice and warm. Good morning, Lisa Clayton. Good morning to you. Fishing conditions, of course, are very good here in award-winning Pawleys Island, South Carolina. It's beautiful. Have any of you ever thought about the identity of God? What God looks like? Well, today's good news tells us what God looks like. So today's good news comes from 1 John 4:8. Good morning, Sandra. So 1 John 4:8 says, anyone that does not love does not know God, because God is love. So what is this telling us? What is John telling believers and non-believers? But in this particular verse, he's talking to Christians. And normally when I've heard this verse, I've thought about other people around me. I've thought, this is going to help me identify true believers or not believers. Normally that's how I've read this. But yesterday and this morning when I was preparing this, I was thinking differently. I was thinking about myself. I was thinking about, am I demonstrating love? And I was thinking about this true identity of God, that God is love. That is his true identity. And if others are around me, are they seeing the true identity of God, or are they seeing selfish Dave? Because love is unselfish. Love cares for others even before yourself. Love doesn't get defensive, right? Love stays cool-headed and patient and kind. It's easy to pick out. But this verse is saying that if we're not demonstrating that behavior, or that, if we're not being loving, then we're out of fellowship with God. There's something wrong. So it makes me think about my own life, my own behavior. Take responsibility for my own actions. How about you? Where is your relationship with Jesus? Where is your relationship with Jesus right now? And how is that affecting you showing or not showing love to your world around you? This is the question I have for you this morning. How is your relationship with Jesus? And what evidence of this relationship are you showing the world? We've been commissioned by God to show the world Jesus. With our actions, with our words, we've been commissioned. We have a job, right? To let the Spirit of God work through us and to show others love. How are we doing, my friends? How are we doing? Thank you, Betsy. Yes, William. That's wonderful. Yesterday I got to go to the gathering, the first one. It's called The Gathering. It's at Pawleys Island Presbyterian Church. And I had such a good time. But one of the things that, there were a couple things that really stood out to me about the service. Like how incredible Dustin Ashenfelter is at leading worship. That was incredible. The other thing was how God is using Lewis's intelligence. I mean, he intelligently talked about creation, talking about the probability of, the mathematical probability of life happening, just happening by chance, and what that probability is. He broke it down. If you haven't seen it, it was really incredible. But every single service, Lewis ends with, God is crazy in love with you. Don't forget that. And that really stood out to me, because the identity of God is clear in the scripture. God is love. So let's not forget that today. I might lose you, but I'm walking in the ocean a little bit here just to feel it on my legs. 84 degrees, feels great. Okay, friends, let's stand in the ocean here as we sign out. So as I sign out, I want to say God is crazy in love with you. To borrow something from Lewis and from John. John is saying God is love, right? So God bless you, God keep you, and God help you make his choices today and every day, my friends. Signing out. What a blessing. What a blessing to understand that God is loving. God is more than just loving. He is love. What a blessing. We'll see you soon.